All right, quick dinner break. That's all I need. And back in action. So, new warnings to talk about. Let's go ahead and get all caught up as this front is starting to sweep across state line rapidly. So, I want to first go up here to the Kansas side, and we're just getting ready to cross over into Missouri, but we do have a severe warning for the next 5 minutes this has left on it. This is up here, Lacine, Lynn Valley, Fontana. So, this has been out for a little bit now. Sweeping across Fontana, headed towards New Lancaster. Drexel Corner heads up. Drexel will be next. So as we move down here to the south, we just had a new severe thunderstorm warning come out for Colony, Welda, and Kincaid. This has 19 minutes left on it, and this is cautioning us now. These are robust thunderstorms down here on the southwest edge, so this is going to be up to 1-inch hail and some 60-mile-per-hour winds. Moving on further to the south and a little bit back to the west, this thunderstorm warning picks up. This expires in 1 hour. So this is going to grab Neosho Falls, Geneva, Carlisle, Iola, Gass, and La Harpe. Places you just have to know where those are. So going back over here, I think this was covered in my last stream. This has 19 minutes on it. Severe thunderstorm warning for 60-mile-per-hour winds and up to 1-inch hail down here in the Toronto neighborhood. So let's go ahead and go back up to the north, and we'll kind of take a look at what is coming next. So up here to the north, our newest severe thunderstorm warning, this will go until 8:30 p.m. And so this is going to pick up Lone Jack, Odessa, Lake Lafayette, Mayview, Higginsville, on up to the Waverly area towards Carrollton. So this will go for the next 33 minutes. Again, 60-mile-per-hour winds and up to 1-inch hail. So noticing a theme there. So let's go down here. This is an area of interest for me. This is severe thunderstorm watch, and special weather statement is all that applies right here in Lake Annette and Freeman right now, where you do have a fairly robust thunderstorm. I'm kind of watching to see what happens, as I was saying a little bit ago, out here to the east as this line moves across. But so far, the only warning in the area is over here picking up Lynn Valley, and it's going to cover 69 Highway right now. So special weather statement for I think up to 50-mile-per-hour winds over here on the Missouri side as things sweep through. So there's your overall motion right now. What do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4 warnings in the viewing area right now, and another one up off to the north at 7:57 p.m. So coming up on the 8 p.m. hour. So good evening, everybody. I appreciate you being on here with me, and we will track these warnings as they go across state line and begin to impact your area. Feel free to drop me a comment. Let me know what's happening in your area. I want to go ahead and caution. What we're talking about tonight is strong winds. We have had them up to 60 mile per hour and possibly a little bit more. So we're looking for 50 to 60 mile per hour winds tonight. We're looking for hail that's anywhere from about pea size on up to about 3/4 inch is possible in this mix tonight. And then on the back side, you guys can already see it in the areas that are finishing up tonight. You can see strong lightning building in primarily on the backside. So those are your threats at 8 p.m. I think we're going to be talking until about 10 p.m. By and large, things are going along pretty quick, if not a little bit ahead of forecast tonight. So just know once this moves through, you don't have anything to worry about. So areas that I will be paying attention, if you weren't on before, I'm looking to see what happens. Model data was indicating that upscale growth really gets going here in the Cass County area, headed over towards headed towards Warrensburg. So I'm going to see what happens as thunderstorms come into this environment, what we will see. But if warnings are dropping in the next couple of hours, that's the area that I'm probably most concerned with. So off to the west of Butler along 52, there is a thunderstorm. So beneath severe criteria, but these all may come into a more favorable environment for upscale growth. That's what I am paying attention to. So working through the area north to south, up just past the cone is our most northern warning right now for the next 30 minutes, but it looks like we have a new one dropping out, not surprisingly. Yep, there it is, picking up Cass County. So this is going to extend all the way. They are warning this entire line moving across, starting at Centerville. So they're going to warn all the way from Mound City, Pleasanton, and this is going to arc off to the north and the east. So inside of this new warning is going to be Adrian, Archie, Garden City, out to Gun City, and just picking up you folks in Holden. I have some great viewers in Holden, so good evening to you. You have a little bit of time before things get to you. So this severe thunderstorm warning is going to go for the next 45 minutes, take us up to 8:45 p.m. for 1-inch hail and some 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. So let's go ahead and see who picks up what. So Harrisonville, you folks, this is off to your south and the west. So you've got some rain and some downpours there in Harrisonville right now, but it picks up strongest down here on the other side of 49. Well into Cass County along 289th Street right now, 293rd over here. That's about the middle of this big flat thunderstorm right now. So let's go ahead, and we haven't talked about hail in a little while. Let me take a look at that. Got a couple of questions about that earlier. So yeah, by and large, not seeing too much now on the Missouri side. Hail is strongest on the Kansas side. You're probably picking up at least some half-inch hail here north of the community of Cadmus along Hadsel Road, to be specific. That's where the hail is right now. So I'm going to go ahead and give a heads up for hail for Fontana, and actually just a little bit south here along Hedge Lane probably. That's where you're going to see hail next. So this is our newest warning if you're just jumping on here as this line has started to lean across state lines. So heads up in Lacine and heads up on the Missouri side along 18 Highway, really, running into Adrian and up here where A Highway heads over from Main City to Archie. Our areas we're going to be talking about for the next little bit. Let's go ahead and take a look at wind, because I am seeing wind profiles I want to talk about off to the south and the west of Harrisonville. So south of like the Prettyman community right now, just about to hit the 49 corridor right here. And radar returns at least are only suggesting that these are up to about 40 miles an hour. So that's a good sign, but again, we're cautioned for potentially higher winds as a threat with this system. So speaking of wind, you will know, we can see it on reflectivity even. We don't even need to go to velocity, but look at this front, just about to overtake 49 here south of Harrisonville, just about to pick up Archie and Adrian. So going to sweep across Butler probably in about 8 to 10 minutes. So you will know with this thunderstorm for sure when the winds pick up. So by and large, haven't seen too much north of 50 miles per hour, at least on radar returns yet. But again, looking for that possible upscale growth as things encounter about the Harrisonville area and east. So that's what we're paying attention to. Let's go back down here to the south, because this just keeps going. I'll pick up you folks down here to the east of Eureka. So Toronto, Yates Center. So this warning, yeah, this has been out a little while. This one has 11 minutes left down here, and we have to go back up towards Iola to pick up our next warned area. This is a robust thunderstorm right now. Neosho Falls is finished up with that, but it's about to 800th Street, just to the south of Geneva. Heads up to you folks in Carlisle. You are next, and you are warned for the next hour. I don't know if you'll see activity for an hour, but you'll probably see it for about 30 minutes or so. So we are now warned all the way into this warning is extensive. This is our newest warning, picking up Blue Mound, Mound City, and Pleasanton for the next 41 minutes. This is going to take you up to about 8:45 as this massive line is just now getting ready to enter the middle of this warned polygon, which is going to take it right into Cass County and northern Bates County. Off up here to the north, we're talking about Grain Valley, Oak Grove, Odessa, Lake Lafayette, Mayview and Higginsville, still under a severe thunderstorm warning for the next 25 minutes, take you up to about 8:30. Again, these are all going to be cautioned, guys, for about 50 to 60 mile per hour winds. We have seen just a couple of instances where they get out of hand, and we've seen some possibly 70, but haven't seen that in a little bit. Should theoretically see less of that as we get to the 9-10 p.m. hour. So still a little bit of ways to be cautious for sure. So storm motion is due east with plenty of lightning building in on the backside. Seeing strong winds, obviously, out in the front, but Parker, Lacine, south of Fontana, strong winds in your area right now. I'm going to put them at about 40 miles per hour. Strongest winds in this entire system right now. Let's grab our right radar down here in the Kansas side, just north of Iola, where you may approach 50 mile per hour winds down here. So let's go up here and talk about Harrisonville. Just kind of spotty around you guys right now, but just south of Harrisonville. So working our way down 49 into the Lone Tree neighborhood right now. Heads up to you folks. And so this is obviously coming out this way. So I want to talk about heads up to TT and T, Garden City. Your areas all need to be aware that you are warned and take appropriate precautions. We're talking about some 50 mile per hour winds possibly with this coming through. So then a little bit more time for the folks in Archie and Adrian. Things are significantly off to your west. So strongest thunderstorm activity was just now. Getting ready to go see my friends in Drexel. So this is just moving into, here's Coldwater Road over in Drexel. Strong out over Drexel Corner right now. And down here toward New Lancaster as well. So going to give a strong heads up for this system to come over here between Merwin and Drexel for sure. That's the way things are headed right now. Back over on the Kansas side, we're talking about all these little places like Farlandville and Trading Post heading towards Amoret. Amoret and Virginia, just out to the west of Butler, you are in the warning for the next 37 minutes. Good thunderstorm just off to your west. Let's go ahead and take a look at hail again. We've had several scans. Should have some new data. So I do see half-inch plus hail out here, Centerville, Dunlay. So I'm going to say hail heads up to you folks if you live along 1525th Road, headed towards the Farlandville community. So you do have some significant hail approaching your area. There's a new scan right there, and I think it's going to be right at Iliff Road, south of West 1700th Road. And in fact, that might be where the most of the hail activity is right now. So working our way up to the north, this is just about to Lacine. This is just about to Lynn Valley, and just working its way across Spring Valley Road, Jingo Road, to the 69 corridor here, just south of the Drexel corner. So let you look at the regional situation here for just a moment. As long as there is the potential for 60 mile per hour wind gusts, you will see these warnings kick out, especially if there is the potential for hail as well in the half-inch category. So not surprised to see these warnings, and at 8:09 p.m., I think we're going to be talking about warnings like this possibly through about 10 p.m. So not so concerned. It's been all evening really since I've really seen anything that makes me want to look for rotation. This just isn't really having that structure. Not that it couldn't. So I'm much more concerned with, but nothing like that has really evolved yet. I am keeping an eye on that so that you know. But I'm concerned with hail, and I'm concerned with 50-mile-per-hour winds. I think that is going to be that just feels right to me as far as these storms go. I'm not seeing anything yet that gets me interested in talking about the T word. So that's a good sign. We can put up with thunderstorms. We can put up with a little bit of hail. 50-mile-per-hour winds will do some damage. Will do some damage for sure, but we have had worse than that. So just outside the warned area, thunderstorm between Passaic and Butler, and over here at Foster and New Home as well. So that's your appetizer. It's your appetizer. The winds haven't even picked up yet there. So just know there's more to come. New warning is popping up down here. Let's go and use the right radar down here. So Iola, Carlisle, Gass, and La Harbe. Not surprisingly, this is one robust thunderstorm. So we're still talking about 1-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Let's see what you're having down there right now. You probably are having 53 on radar return, 58. So this is worth discussing down here. This is just to the north of Iola that I am seeing those 60-mile-per-hour winds. So if you know, this is 169 highway here. So there is 1800th Street, 2000th Street along Oregon Road. Oregon Road over here too apparently runs east and west. So you are having 60-mile-per-hour winds right now, and these are headed due east. Yeah, what a storm down here for you guys. And at least half-inch hail along Texas Road. So this is hail to know about. This is going to hit next. By the next scan, we're going to be talking about Texas Road and South Dakota Road. It's an interesting name. Oregon Road, possibly. So, yeah, hail is significant right now over looks like 800th Street and 1000th Street. So, and you are warned for how long? You're warned for the next hour. And with the storm doing what it is doing, I'm gonna expect that to come over here towards the 59 corridor as well. So, strong thunderstorms down there for you all. We'll go down here toward Toronto, and we'll see if this kicks out towards the Buffalo area. It very well may. If it doesn't, you still have a strong thunderstorm headed toward, I'm seeing K39 over here around Buffalo. So heads up to you. I am not surprised to see a warning possibly extend into your area. All right, so over on the Kansas side, it is just, look at that. There's 169. And so really it's up and down 169 and to the west that you all are done. So you all can relax. Thank you for joining me. If that's you, good night. So we're talking right now to the folks in Lacine, Lynn Valley, Lacine Corner, and Amsterdam, out here at the State Fishing, Lake, and Wildlife area, coming into Merwin, coming into Laceyville, Burdett, Main City, Everett, headed up towards Lone Tree. All of these areas. And Drexel, just right now, you should be encountering an impactful thunderstorm. Give it about 10 good minutes, I think, and it is going to be past you. I don't think there's any hail in there right now. Wouldn't rule out just a little bit of possibly some pea-sized hail as this moves over Drexel, but look how much that has fallen out between 69 and Drexel there. That's awesome. Let me go ahead and stop that so you can appreciate that. Very robust over Drexel Corner. Not so robust by the time it gets to Drexel. That's great. And there's your current scan. So just a significant thunderstorm there. Same thing all the way down 69 here. And I bet if we pulled up integrated, we would see less hail. And yeah, we generally have. I don't think there'll be any hail too much north of Lynn Valley, it looks like to me. So still seeing hail that we were just talking about down here southwest of Centerville, but that would be the extent of it for right now. Hi, Janice. Getting some rain now in Drexel. You probably said that a minute ago. I should check my comments. Winds have picked up and a shelf looking cloud to the south. I believe that. I believe that. Love the reports. Let me know what's going on in your neighborhood. Appreciate that very, very much. Has anybody had significant hail that's on, bigger than nickel size? Really wasn't expecting that. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's been a little bit of that out there. But be curious to know what you have had for hail, if you know, if you've been out. So right now, strong thunderstorm activity is just about to come over to Blue Mound. Heads up to you folks. I see Texas Road. I see Wabaunsee Road. I see Arthur Road. And this is all around the Kincaid, Selma, and Blue Mound area. So heads up for 50-mile-per-hour wind gusts. I still want to keep an eye on this storm down here to the Iola, La Harpe area. This is a significant storm getting ready to... What do we have now? We'll check that out in just a second, but I want to Iola. I still see 50 to 60 mile per hour wind gusts right over Iola right now. So that means that we're going to be talking about Nebraska Road, Missouri Road, and 200th Street for some 60 mile per hour winds. So heads up to you folks in that area. Is probably the most robust of the thunderstorms that we have in this area right now. So, okay, new warning is up here now towards, is it going to get Warrensburg or not? It's going to be going to pick up just to the west of Warrensburg. So this is talking about up to 3/4 inch hail and 60 mile per hour winds for the next 43 minutes. This is going to put you up until 9 o'clock p.m. And this is going to pick up Harrisonville, Eastland, all of the 2 highway corridor there, headed off towards Chilhowie. So we're talking about Centerview, almost to Warrensburg. It's going to pick up 13 highway out to the north of Warrensburg and all of 50 highway. This is a massive warned area, right? Because this is a huge line of thunderstorms moving through. And what is happening right now is this is kind of split in two. It's actually split at the radar site there in P Hill. So there's the famed cone of silence where there's never any weather, right? So anyway, just to the north, where we pick back up, where the radar can see up into the storm, we're seeing Lone Jack, Hicks City, Fulkerson, Elm, and Pittsville. You guys are up next. That would be up along 50 Highway. And then down here to the south, we're going to pick up east of Harrisonville. So we're talking about Eastland, Gun City, and Hadsel. So let's go ahead and check winds. I think we're probably seeing some 30 to 40 mile per hour wind gusts, getting ready to take Gun City, Hadsel out to the Latour area. So this is your new warned area that's going to get you all the way to just to the west of Warrensburg, and that is going to go until, when did we say? Until 9 o'clock p.m. So it is 8:18 p.m. right now. So getting back to winds a little bit, strong gust now coming through Archie and sagging now, so not quite to Adrian yet, but winds will be well out in front of the thunderstorm activity that you're going to have. That is how it works with this system. So you get strong wind gusts, and you can see the thunderstorm approaching, but you got a little bit of time. So it's been hit and miss. South of Adrian, right? So a couple thunderstorms found like Passaic, and those are headed out along D Highway and such right now. Butler had really nothing to complain about, but a little thunderstorm a little bit ago. And as this starts to lean off to the northwest, it's been interesting. We've seen this started to break apart. That's a good sign. It's a little earlier than I thought it might. So we will take it, but it's predominantly it's the wind that we're going to be talking about that will still kick out these warnings if there's the potential for, as you can see here with our newest warning, the potential for up to 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. That will do it every time. Back over here on the Kansas side, I still think there's a good likelihood that Mildred, Bayard, Moran may see, depending on the winds, which are strong right now, just off to the northeast of Iola. So I do think that warning probably gets extended. We will keep an eye on that. And why don't we just work our way up to the northeast? How about that? Along 7 Highway, thunderstorm activity is right now. So that means Pleasanton needs a heads up. Amoret as well. Amsterdam, you were closest to it. Thunderstorm is just about to overtake Lacine Lake. Strong thunderstorm in Lynn Valley. Good evening to you folks out toward Lynn Valley right now. Coming into Merwin. And then as we work our way up here toward Drexel, should have had a good first wave. Just washed over Drexel, and strong thunderstorm over Main City right now, A Highway. So this is west of Archie. So as things start to take off to the north and the east. So again, we can just go all the way up and down the line. Right now, we still have a warned area for the next 8 minutes. That's going to be in the Carrollton neighborhood, Waverly, Norborn, northeast of Kansas City. That's going to stretch all the way down to Green Valley and Lee Summit. We have our newest warned area that's going to pick up all the way out towards 13 Highway north of Warrensburg. That's going to be it's going to center on Holden. So Holden, Kingsville, Centerview for sure. You guys are warned, and you do have a good thunderstorm headed your direction. You probably have about 7 minutes, maybe 10, before you have thunderstorm activity directly overhead. So that is our newest warned areas. Down here to the south, our warning drops off just on the other side of Garden City. So thunderstorm activity right now, just getting ready to come across 49 Highway between just south of Harrisonville and Adrian. Strongest activity still down here to the south, where it looks like down here at Iola we've been allowed to drop off, interestingly enough. And then we have our first warning picking up at Blue Mound City, going to catch Pleasanton on this side. So this is actually probably the most robust activity that we have right now, and that's going to be just off to the west of Merdocine Wildlife Area, headed toward Amoret. So let's go ahead and look at hail. What do we have? Because I'm seeing things that make me think we might be dealing with less and less of that, and we are. Yeah, I don't think hail is worth talking about except for the folks down here north of Iola, between Iola and Carlisle. Possibly some less now. Maybe some pea-sized hail. That's awesome. So good news there. We're just talking about wind and definitely torrential downpours. Could pick up some really, really small hail out here still to the west of Archie, looking like around Main City A Highway area. Look at that outflow boundary just scooting across, been showing up nice and clear all night. Currently reaching you folks in Holden. Give it a second. You can hear it in just a minute, I promise. Holden, and it looks like it's impacting Garden City right now as things become very, very outflow dominant. So it's one of the things that I was. That's a good sign. There'll be some flattening that happens with that. So. So let's talk about the 7 highway area now, as strong thunderstorm is just off to the northwest of Garden City. So I'm looking at 291st Street right now, and South Kircher Road, as where the locus of activity is right now as it gets ready to sweep east. So that's going to say heads up 285th Street and South Index Road. South Index Road. I read that right. So heads up to you folks in that area. That is a strong thunderstorm and probably some 40-mile-an-hour winds at least getting ready to impact your neighborhood. Northwest of Archie, all of the Amaruja Highlands conservation area with an impactful thunderstorm right now. Although I just want to scrub that back a couple of scans. I think there will be less hail, and it is weakening in areas, but you still have an expansive thunderstorm now. A Highway, W Highway, and South Shipley Road, just about to impact Archie, headed off towards Austin. Heads up now, just to the north of Mound City. Thunderstorm activity just finishing up over here in Centerville. So if you are along 7 Highway, you are just about into the thickest thunderstorm that you may get tonight, I think. And you have some expansive rain to the west, but thunderstorm activity right now might be strongest there, and then you might start to finish up down here in this area. So Lacine area looking like you're just starting to finish up with this as well. Strong thunderstorm right now over Lacine Lake, and getting ready to move into Amsterdam, just now picking up Merwin as well, which means takes us north, and it drops off just before reaching Drexel there. So getting spotty as this line starts to just break apart a little bit. Nothing wrong with that. New warning pops out up here to the north, and so this is going to now just inch out to the east and pick up Concordia, Sweet Springs, Malta Bend, Mount Leonard, 65 highway area, 41 highway. So same kind of thing. We're talking about 1-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds up here in this area. This is going to go for the next hour, so that'll take you up to about 9:30 p.m. out to the north and east of Kansas City. So and that is our newest warning. We're still warned out here getting towards Warrensburg. Thunderstorms now moving into Garden City, and these Garden City thunderstorms are still strong. So I look at that to impact all of East 285th Street, Southwest 1100th Road, these areas out here towards Quick City as well. Less hail all the time. That's a good thing. It was strongest over there to the north of Iola. See even less of that now. So that's awesome. We'll take that. So yeah, this is a good call down here. I like this special weather statement for maybe some 1/4-inch hail and 50-mile-per-hour winds. And this is going to pick up Bronson, Uniontown, Mapleton. For what is left of this decaying now thunderstorm, where strong activities over La Harpe headed towards Mildred. But we're just going to caution you out here in Bronson, Uniontown, and Mapleton for some 50-mile-per-hour wind gusts for about the next 30 minutes. So good evening to Archie. You have a strong-ish. It's not what it was a few minutes ago. Thunderstorm just about to be overhead. I see strongest. What is left of this is just now over South Shipley Road, headed towards you all in Archie. So just about to overtake Austin as well. But East 339th Street, you are in this as well at the moment. So heads up along East 323rd, East 315th, East 323rd, headed out toward where 7 Highway runs south of Garden City. These are areas next in the path of this thunderstorm. Talking about winds, I do still see winds, and now we can talk about on the backside where we have winds and lightning. So I do see strong winds impacting now Lacine and headed down towards like the Dunlay area. So not surprising, but we do have strong winds and lightning outside. So it is just not over until it is over. Strongest thunderstorm activity right now is just off to the north and to the west of Pleasanton. And so heads up here at the Wildlife Refuge area and definitely in Worland. Worland off toward Foster for sure. So this is just about to come and see you folks in Pleasanton. Do think this will clip you here in Mound City as well. But again, winds, let's see what we are seeing for winds. I mean, I'm still, radar returns giving me some 30, maybe up into the 40s. So this is great. Nothing we can't handle there. As I'm generally seeing a good sign here, weakening to the north, less to the south, but things were much, much stronger down here to the south. So more robust activity now, I think, is between northwest of Pleasanton, between the wildlife area and Pleasanton, just about to east 1250th Road. So warnings have dropped off down here. Still robust thunderstorms. We do have a special weather statement down here where there are some broad thunderstorms for sure, and plenty of lightning pushing in on the backside. But we will go up here and identify where wind gusts are the strongest, and they certainly are, wow, north of Kingsville. So let's make sure we're getting this right. I do still see possibly some 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, and areas that I'm seeing that is northwest 200th Road, headed off towards northwest 1601 for some 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. If I go a little bit up further to the north, I see AA Highway, and this is south of Fulkerson, so there's northwest 1751st. Wow. So, yeah, this is robust in this area for sure. So heads up to the Elm community, headed off towards Pittsville, but right back in this area and headed due east are those 60-mile-per-hour damaging wind gusts right now. Winds are strong, though, south of there between Kingsville, headed all the way down towards Latour. Just about to pick up again, yeah, for you folks in Holden. So, as thunderstorms, although dissipated somewhat, do reach you now. Rain in Garden City, Missouri. Yep. I was going to say right on time. It's actually early for Garden City. I was looking a little bit more towards 9. It's 8:35. So I guess the good part of that is you'll be done early, right? But yeah, here you are, Garden City. So light rainfall just picking up for you. And let's see what comes your way in Garden City. Yeah, the worst of it may pass just to your south. Looks like it's just north of Austin right now. So along 307th and to the south. Strongest thunderstorm activity right now. Thunderstorming between Archie and just about Adrian. So significant thunderstorm activity in the Crescent Hill neighborhood right now. Getting ready to pass over 49. And not seeing winds that are making me too concerned up and down that corridor right now. And it just gets kind of splotchy, right, for thunderstorm activity between, say, Amsterdam and Passaic. And then you have a significant body of rainfall that passes your way next. I mean, it's raining all the way from Parker, Kansas to Amsterdam, pushing in on the backside of this. So that could be some significant rainfall. Precipitable water is not the highest, but it is significant. So I do expect significant rainfall. Definitely in this area. I'm going to say Centerville up through Amsterdam over the next couple of hours for sure. So, good evening down in Pleasanton, off to your north and your west. We have a little bit of hail to talk about out around 1095. This will be really small hail, if anything, along Nickel Road, headed towards Pleasanton right now. So I'm interested to see what the National Weather Service will do. We will see what they are still seeing for velocities here. If they will kick this warning out just a little bit, like they did up here towards Warrensburg, as this line shifts now off towards Creighton. So wouldn't be too surprised to go ahead and pick up maybe this corridor here. And if we don't, I think you're still expecting possibly what? Let's try and estimate that. Maybe some 40-mile-per-hour winds. So they may not. Haven't yet. Haven't yet, and won't. That's not in criteria. So we'll see. We'll see if they see anything different and any reason to kick that out in the next little bit. But you can expect right now, it looks like some 30 to 40-mile-per-hour winds. If you are in, let's go ahead and say north of Butler. Let's talk about Passaic out towards Spruce, BB Highway out here, off towards Creighton and Urick. That might be what is headed your way next. So maybe by the time it gets, I don't know, maybe by the time it reaches this chunk of 18 highway out here around New Piper and Delmar, Hartwell, you may just be down to heavy rainfall. So I like what I'm seeing. Lots of outflow. You can see it. I mean, it just lights up huge. And that is generally a good sign. We have just an expansive thunderstorm right now. Doubt that I really need to look for hail in it. There may be a little bit, actually, still to the north of Archie, out here along the outer road, just now crossing over 49. So could still see some hail there. Otherwise, that looks to be just now a decaying thunderstorm, collapsing thunderstorm as this hits Austin, headed off toward Dayton. So that's a good indication. So be plenty noisy, and still seeing quite a bit of lightning out here to, along DD Highway out to the west of Lone Tree. I bet you're having a good lightning show right now, and you got some rain coming through your area as well. And that's what I'm seeing right now. Is a lot of heavy rainfall. We'll go back down here to Pleasanton. We've been talking about you. I do see a couple of areas that you may still talk about some hail. Yeah, it's small stuff. Smaller now. I love it when the new scan pops up right there. So Pleasanton, I don't think there's too much to worry about. Maybe just a little bit of hail to your northwest. So Marissa says tree limbs down in Amsterdam, really strong winds. There were strong winds through there for sure. I know they were north of 40, but if you have tree limbs down, I'll be interested to see what we come up with. I might scrub radar data back later and see, but you absolutely could have had 60-mile-per-hour winds through Amsterdam. Yes, not out of the question. Not out of the question at all. I'd put them maybe more in the 50 area, but tree limbs down in Amsterdam. Brenda says rain. That was raining in Garden City. Yeah, so cool. Love the comments, you guys. Love knowing what's going on in your neighborhood. I can see what I can see, but you can confirm for me. That's awesome. So, yeah, generally just these are broadening out and collapsing, it looks like to me. This is great. Not the people down here in Kansas are like, well, but it's not too bad. It's not too bad down here either. So, all in all, y'all, hopefully tree limbs was just it. We really shouldn't look for more significant damage than that. Not surprised with tree limbs, but hopefully none of that 70-mile-per-hour winds were around here. I didn't see anything like that, but possibly some 50 and 60 stuff. So hopefully just some stuff to clean up in the yard, and just general annoyance and a little bit of rainfall out of this, as this looks to be pretty well gusting out at the moment. So Garden City, once again, I mean, you have a significant thunderstorm to work your way through, as this just is taking its time getting to you. But again, the heaviest of it, of what is left of the heaviest, is down here towards Austin, away from you right now. So just a little bit off to the north of Austin there. So this is going to pick up Dayton, and again, head over to Creighton, pick up Blairstown and Chilhowie as well. So let's do warnings one more time, because I kind of like what I'm seeing, and it might be break time for me. I don't know. I don't think there's anything too threatening that I'm too concerned with at the moment. I think you have some rumbly loud thunderstorms, rainfall, and lightning. So over here towards Warrensburg, you have 17 minutes left in this severe thunderstorm warning. And our Cass County stuff is working its way off towards Garden City and Creighton. And we can hang out and see what happens here, because this will let go in 2 minutes, this severe thunderstorm warning. And so we will see if we get a weather statement or anything like that, headed over here for what is left of this system over Garden City right now. Working its way down here to the south, same thing, 1 minute. So we will see. We'll see if this is allowed to let go. We'll go ahead and pull up velocity. That'll be a clue. And my guess is any minute here, that is going to drop off. As general thunderstorms just progress across. So hard to say what will happen out here to up into the north as well. Although they have had robust and torrential downpours up there for a great chunk of the day today. So still significant thunderstorms south of Holden. Love my friends in Holden. So good evening to you. I just don't think you have too much to worry about. You have a torrential downpour for probably the next 10 minutes before things clear out for you guys. And I do see a strong thunderstorm just off to the north of Garden City there as well. So Passaic getting heavy rain now. Absolutely. And I think that's what this is all. I think this is what we're seeing right now. Of course, the last time I said that, yeah, I mean, we could still see hail. Significant, actually. I mean, maybe between quarter inch and half inch here just to the west of Austin. But except for that area, we're down to heavy rainfall now. Look at the lightning show around Pleasanton right now. Yeah, so heads up, watch this if you're around Amoret, headed over towards Virginia, out towards Nyhart. Yeah, that is a lightning show and a half. So that warning has just been allowed to drop off. I certainly thought it would. That's a good sign. I don't see winds that are going to give us anything to be overly excited about. I think you'll have some yard stuff to clean up. Maybe you get a trampoline or a nice rocking chair out of the deal, something like that. It's not mine though. My stuff's tarped down. My stuff didn't go anywhere. So, all right. Hopefully neither did yours. I think it's 8:46. Everything came in pretty early. I mean, an hour early, and so I think you have good old-fashioned thunderstorms working their way still to the east. Nevada, it's going to be a while, and it's going to be weaker for you guys down here for sure. So you can tell the Weather Service has been on the fence. They probably haven't. They probably don't appreciate me saying that. But yeah, they had a special weather statement. They went ahead and warned this, saying we could see some 60-mile-per-hour winds down here for you guys toward Fort Scott, right? So you could still see some 40 to 50-mile-per-hour winds by the time things get over to you all in Nevada. So right now, I do see strong winds. I see 50-mile-per-hour winds, and they are in the Xenia neighborhood, Berlin neighborhood down here south of Mapleton. So yeah, so definitely a heads up for strong winds, 50 miles an hour at least, and that's why they went ahead and kicked out this warning for you all down in Fort Scott that you could still see some 60-mile-per-hour winds for the next 43 minutes. So that's going to take you up until 9:30 p.m. for Uniontown, Redfield, Marmaton, Fort Scott, Hammond. And I think all of you over here on the Missouri side, Stotesbury, Richards, headed towards Nevada, are going to see what is left of that as well. But it should just flatten out and be a big, broad thunderstorm as well as that eventually collapses down too. But you do have a thunderstorm warning for the next 42 minutes. So. And that is what is left of things. Let me go ahead and show you. Yeah, down to the south and to the west. You guys will hang on the longest. And those of us up here along the 49 corridor, north and south, we get to start to move into nothing but rainfall and lightning. Right? Look at that stuff starting to finish up on the 49 corridor. So if you got places to be, it's approaching 9 o'clock. I think you're fine up and down 49. Plenty of lightning. Be mindful of that. But this warned area now, Holden, Warrensburg, has 11 minutes left to go. We can try and predict that. I mean, there is still some wind. There is wind. It's, between 30 and 50. It's between 30 and 50. So wouldn't be too surprised. Wouldn't be too surprised to see. I mean, it's got a long ways to go, but this warning could pick up this area as well, or at least a special weather statement there, talking about still some 50-mile-per-hour winds through, maybe like the 10 o'clock hour. I think that might do it. So thunder and lightning is the way of it. Adrian, Butler, you have heavy rainfall, and you have thunder, and you have lightning off to your west, and you might have some very very small hail if the stuff over here around Mound City hangs together by the time that it gets to you. But just patchy thunderstorms. It's 8:50, and I look for you to be all done approaching the 10 o'clock hour. So not seeing any new warnings and not seeing anything that makes me think that anything is imminent. I'm going to keep an eye on things for the next couple of hours for sure. Take a little break. If warnings are reissued, they will be down here to the south, most likely, or we could still see something to crop up to the east of Warrensburg, depending on what happens. There's been plenty of instability hanging around, even though we get to that magical 9 p.m. hour that things start to dissipate. There's plenty left to work with, so that could still happen. Otherwise, if you're in the path of any of these thunderstorms, I think it's just torrential downpours and a pretty good lightning show, and then a good body of rain in behind that as well, working you through the 10, 11 o'clock hour. So I will go ahead and take a break for now. Will I be back on? I don't know. There's instability left out there. I think things will continue to dissipate, though. Things came through nice and early and going to chew up that cape, right? It can only last so long. So hopefully not. But I absolutely appreciate everybody being with me tonight. It's great to have you guys. It's great to hear where you are from. And I love the comments you all send me later following up, letting me know what happened in your neck of the woods. That is awesome. So all right, I think that's going to do it for this stream. I will be watching, though, so watch the posts, and I'll jump back on if I need to. Otherwise, have a great night. Catch you later.